Business owners are especially, it gets quite complex. It's becoming very complex right now.
Yeah.
How do they keep up?
Well, that's the challenge. You know, I mean, a lot of, if you trace the history of the way the web has developed, you can actually spot where people have got stuck. There are still businesses that are stuck with a brochure website. You know, they started their website back in the early 2000s, and that was it. You know, the next stage was, as more competition came on, search engines suddenly became popular, and SEO, and you know, you've got people who are stuck in the world of, I'll just cram every search term that I can into the front page of my website and hope Google loves me for it. And nowadays, of course, what's actually happening is they're being punished by Google for that, and they can't understand why people have stopped coming to their website. So there's places that are stuck in that mindset still.
Do you have examples? Like, I mean, you know, without naming names, I mean, do you have examples that where you've helped a client break out of that?
Yeah, I mean, it's usually it's a case of actually making them abandon the website that they've had and create something from scratch that's much cleaner. Again, it focuses on the person who you want to buy, talks to them about their problem, and starting to bring in, you know, the videos that speak to the customer about what's going on for them, bringing in social media updates and allowing people to interact. You know, the web back in 2002 was static. That was it, and you couldn't interact with people. The only way you could get in touch with someone was by phone or email. Nowadays, in some ways we've lost control as marketers, because it's our customers who control the brand, and they want to talk to us. And you know, I've used LinkedIn to speak to the CEOs of huge corporations when I had a complaint, and I've got a response from them. Of course, it might be their PA or whatever, but I've actually had a response from them. So, you know, we can't just sit back and wait for people to contact us. We've got to reach out to them, and we've got to reach out to them where they are.
Right. I know these aren't your clients, but many people still rely on the yellow pages, and
Yeah.
you know, they're going to go out of business. I mean, no two ways about it.
Absolutely. I mean, I actually had a client, and they called me in and they said, you know, we're spending, and this was in the UK, and their annual expenditure on the yellow pages came to the equivalent of about $24,000 a year, because they wanted to be seen as a national company, even though they were a small local company. But they thought, well, if we advertise in every single copy of the yellow pages in the UK, we'll be seen as a national company. And I said, you've got to stop that. He said, no, we get calls all the time. So I spoke to the receptionist who actually answered the phones, and I said, so who's calling you from the yellow pages? And she said, other companies who found us in the yellow pages and want to sell to us.
I truly believe that they believe, because it's worked in the past, that it continues to work. But in reality, what they're getting is people already know who they are and where they are, and it's word of mouth.
And it's people who are shopping on price, because you open the yellow pages, you've got 24 ads that all look the same. And what do? I mean, I needed some printing done a couple of years ago. I opened the yellow pages. There's 100 different printers in town, so I just started at the first one, and I went down, and the only question I asked them was, how much is it going to cost me? Because there's no differentiation.
Which is, you know, what you're all about, which is helping your clients brand themselves as a premium to their competition. And in other words, the only way that your market research has led you to believe that people are making money who still use the yellow pages or classified advertising is to price themselves below their competition.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You've got, in the yellow pages, you're a commodity, and you've got to be the cheapest show in town.
So, which brings us to the real world and where we're going now.